Hey ladies and gentlemen, today on Cellie Talks we're going to cover why you don't want to despise the day of small beginnings. That's coming up. So many people in America, so many people in the world have unrealistic expectations when it comes to their business. And I think it's because there are so many talking heads out there that are shouting from the rooftops unrealistic things, right? They're selling a dream and they're setting people's expectations completely and utterly unrealistic. And then these people that have their expectations set wrong, they fail to meet the standard of the expectation. And their hopes and their dreams get shattered. Mentally they check out and they're just out of the game. And I think that it's really important that we set our expectations correctly and that we set out in business with the long-term goal in mind and realize that nothing worth having is going to come easy. Now, I have seen some programs blow up. I've seen some programs gain incredible momentum. I've seen hundreds of thousands of dollars come in per month in a short amount of time. It's happened, but it's so rare. In the 15 years I've been a full-time consultant, I've had the promise of it many times and attained it almost not at all. Don't get me wrong, I've made good money, but I'm talking about that rock star income that all these talking heads are selling and making it sound easy. So today I want you not to despise the day of small beginnings, it's kind of a biblical standard. When you set out in business, think about real business, right? Think about like traditional business. Think about any career. You're going to go to school. Maybe you started as an apprentice. Maybe you went to college for 4 years. Maybe you went to college for 7 years. Then you started in your career. And you've got to put so much in before you really start getting great benefit out. It's all about sowing the seeds in traditional business. It's funny in network marketing how we join a program and in 3 weeks we expect to be millionaires. And in 6 weeks, if we haven't made $25,000, we're let down and we feel like, oh, the opportunity let us down, when it's really us that let ourselves down. Now, I know some people that can join near about any network marketing business and they just rock it. They just have that personality, they have the network, they have the charisma, and they have the ability to move people to action, and they have the ability to inspire others. They might be great storytellers, or they might just be one of these people that is so uber motivated. But the average person takes a bit longer. And if you're one of those people that has started a business and you just haven't seen the needle move as fast as you want it to move, I want to encourage you not to despise the day of small beginnings. I want to encourage you to keep pushing, keep striving, keep moving forward, and realize that Rome wasn't built in a day, and that the journey of 1,000 miles really does begin with the first step. I say that a lot because it's so important that we have realistic expectations of what we want to accomplish in our business. Now, that said, there's nothing wrong with dreaming big. That said, there's nothing wrong with wanting to, get that rock star income. Use that inspiration to propel you forward. Use that inspiration to keep you showing up every day, when the going gets tough, because we're people and we all suffer ups and downs. We all suffer personal crisis. We all go through it. Some days like today's a good example. It's 79 degrees out, it's sunny, it's a little windy, but today is a good example of one of those days where it just feels like the wheels are greased. You're just going through your day and you're happy, right? And you just have maybe it's an endorphin rush, I don't know, but you just have that warm, fuzzy feeling as you go through your day. Other days, man, maybe it could be the weather, maybe it's cold and rainy, maybe it's pouring, maybe it's hailing, or maybe it has nothing to do with the weather. Maybe it just has to do with where you're at spiritually, but you just wake up and you feel like you're crawling. You feel like you're on your belly. The important thing is that even if you're crawling, the important thing is that you're moving forward. It's just one of those things where the most important thing when it comes to success in business is that you just show up every single day. Show up, do the work. Show up, do the work. Regardless of how you feel, regardless of circumstances, just keep showing up, keep showing up, keep showing up. It's like exercising a muscle. It actually gets easier to show up, and more importantly, it gets easier to do the work. You start to find your groove because you've shown up so many times in the past. Have you ever been to the gym And sometimes it's hard to get to the gym. Sometimes mentally you're just not in the game, and you're like, man, sometimes the hardest thing about working out is getting to the gym, right? And even if you're tired, maybe you're hungover, maybe you didn't get enough sleep, maybe you don't feel fresh, maybe you didn't have the right diet the day before. But when you get there and you start curling the weights, isn't it interesting how the muscle memory kicks in, and how once you get started, your faculties take over? All of those times that you showed up in the past work in your favor. Even though you might have been having a rough morning, and even though it might have been difficult to get to the gym. And it's the same thing with business. It's the same thing with anything, really. The more you do it, the better you get. The more you do it, the easier it becomes. The more you do it, the more success you will have if you just keep showing up. So don't despise the day of small beginnings when it comes to your business or any life accomplishment or goal that you have. Don't despise the day of small beginnings. Set realistic expectations. If you set your expectations way too high and then you don't attain them, it could bring you low, right? It could change your outlook. It could affect your mood because you have unmet expectations. So it's important that we realize that network marketing, like anything, is a career, and network marketing requires focus, and there's personal development, and there's just a lot to learn. From building funnels to building autoresponder campaigns and text campaigns and building lists, and there's just a lot to learn. And we've got to get better at doing all of these things, because it's not one thing that brings us success, right? It's a series of mundane things done over and over and over again that brings success. And so showing up really is the key. So let me encourage you, ladies and gentlemen, if you're discouraged in your business, if you haven't made any headway, or if headway has been coming with such resistance that you feel deflated, just keep going. It's not a race. It's ultimately a journey. And you become what you do the most. The more you practice your business, the better you get at it, and the more you become that successful entrepreneur that we all dream to be. That's my 2 cents anyway. I'm curious to know what you guys think. By all means, leave your comments below. Subscribe to the channel this way if you're getting fruit from these talks. And if you're looking for leads, by all means, visit my website, tomcellie.me/subscribe for 30 sources to get leads today, absolutely free. My gift to you, and all you've got to do is opt in with your best email, and then please confirm that email, and you'll get instant delivery. I got 30 sources, many of which I'm sure you've never thought of, to get leads today. And until next time, this is Tom Cellie saying live well, love well, and God bless.